and then yells up, "Come on up!"
Guys, I hate to be a pest at the wrong moment, but I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess.
So she waves you on up.
Oh,
Yeah.
hooray.
All right.
She waving us all up, or just
We're all gonna follow
Well,
him.
she doesn't know you guys are with him because Dirk didn't write that on the note.
Of course.
So
Surprise!
she's waving just at him. She doesn't even notice you guys. Are you gonna follow Dirk when he starts going up the steps?
We're all gonna follow him.
Of course.
Okay, well, she awkwardly lowers her hands when she notices like an entourage of people coming up the steps. So Dirk approaches her with his friends. Dirk, it's so good to see you. I see you brought company.
Yes.
Oh, forgive us for our intrusion. My name is Crescio Mitrolo. I come from Etria. We are accompanying the good sir as along his travels.
Oh, Etria. Yeah, I studied there for a couple of years, actually.
Oh, delightful! I dare say you probably are not familiar with my family. We are but a small and humble group of scholars, but I do enjoy knowing that people would study with us.
Oh, you were all very respectful while I was there. I can't imagine there being any sort of clan that would that I wouldn't have enjoyed the company of.
Oh, very kind of you to say.
How can I? What's going on, Dirk? I didn't think I'd see you so soon.
Out of character.
With so
What
many
is going
people.
on?
You guys are here because one of the painters is working for her family.
Which one? Sorry, I'm looking at the
Adrian,
list. Adrian. Okay.
a half-elf.
Well, you remember I was asking about painters earlier.
Oh yeah, you were asking about Lamont. I actually asked my dad if he knew anything about the name recently. He didn't seem to know anything though. Sorry.
Well, thank you for trying. And it turns out we've actually wanted to find a different one by the name of Adrian, and we heard that he was currently working for your family.
Oh, Adrian. Yeah, she's inside right now, actually. She's painting a portrait of my father. Is it, do you want me to set up a meeting with you guys, or is this, like, important?
Well, unfortunately, it does involve city business. Well, I wouldn't want to interrupt her work. The sooner we could meet with her, the better.
I'll ask her if she would be willing to meet with you guys. And she kind of walks back inside for a few moments. Gonna do some off-screen rolls here, see how it goes. Okay. After about, you didn't miss anything. They just asked Lori if they could meet with Adrian, and she comes back. Who is a lady.
Okay.
And Lori comes back and says that, yeah, she'll meet with you guys. She honestly didn't seem to worry too much if you interrupted her painting. It's quite a sight to see, actually. I think you'll enjoy it.
Well, I mean, I certainly do appreciate the arts.
Dirk doesn't say anything.
So, she grabs Dirk by the arm to kind of guide him into the building.
Suggest a
Rashuna
wiggle
kind
of
of
the
growls
eyebrows.
lightly and watches her carefully.
Ursa watches Rishkanish carefully.
Lori doesn't seem to mind.
And
So,
and Krisha just has a roguish look, like, "Oh, you sly dog."
So she leads you guys inside, and after getting to a rather large door that she knocks upon, she opens it up, and inside you see a woman with long dark hair, kind of wearing a red-like robe. Her arms are crossed, but there is a paintbrush floating in the air, painting on a canvas, and in front of her and the canvas is a fairly old-looking individual, probably close to his 70s, with a blonde hair and beard, matching the blonde hair that Lori has. And he's sitting there, and he casually asks the painter, how's it coming along? And she says, it's as handsome as his lordship. To which he replies, I haven't been handsome in 30 years. And then they kind of notice that you've entered. And she turns to face you, but is still easily painting without looking or actually putting a hand on the brushes.
How is this actually painting?
You can do a spellcraft to find out what she's doing.
Now that I think about it, do I have something in this? I'm sure I got.
You can do detect magic to see if she's using magic.
I think we figured that one out already.
I think it's pretty obvious she's using magic. I need to know what magic she's using because it doesn't look like she's doing any of the work at all here. So, what would I have to roll in order to qualify?
It would be It would be a spellcraft check. That's a skill you have, but you need ranks in it. Otherwise, it's untrained, and
you cannot use spellcraft unchained.
Yeah, you can't actually do it unless you have some sort of knowledge in it.
Right, okay,
I mean, I'll do spellcraft as well, although out of character, I think I know what she's doing.
Well, of course, you have it.
Yeah, you're pretty sure she's using Mage Hand or some form of that kind of spell to levitate the brush.
Why is she...
Now you know why Carisha whispered to you.
So I do.
So she kind of says with an air of confidence, I heard you wanted to meet me. How may I help you?
Yes, my good lady. My name is Carisha Mitrilal. We are currently doing an investigation. We've been tipped off to the name Lamont as a person of interest locally. Now, as I'm sure you know, Lamont is the name of a famous painter, but for obvious,
I'm aware.
It'd be extremely unlikely if the Lamont was doing anything. Would you have heard anything about anyone using the name locally?
Well, if I had may I ask why the name is coming up?
Can we be honest with her?
No.
Did you say that?
Never be honest with humans.
Did you say that in character?
She's not a human. Both of those things were said out of character. I say we be honest with her. So else is just going to pipe up right here and now. We think somebody's pretending to be him.
Pretending to be him, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And for what?
Well, we don't know, but according to the information we have, he's been dead for years, so somebody walking around using his name is highly unlikely.
Well, if you want to ask for my opinion, I have heard about a gang of some sort using that name. I would put my money on Earnwolf. He is the only man I know who has such an opinion of himself that he would steal one of the best painters of our time. He would steal his name. I also know that Earnwolf is a very greedy individual who always wants to get things his way, and I wouldn't be surprised if he would do some sort of underground thuggery if it meant getting some money.
I'm sensing bad blood here.
So you're saying we can kill this guy?
The three in the... she doesn't say anything to that. Lori kind of gasps, and her father laughs at the abrupt question.
It may not be.
He's clearly seen it all.
We might need to take him.
he laughs and kind of looks at the half-orc and is like, I think that'd be a crime in this island.
Not if he does a crime first.
I'm not
It
sure.
actually doesn't work that way.
Dear. See, Carisha and Ursa are on the same wavelength now.
Okay. If you don't mind me asking, you've had some bad blood between you and the gentleman in question before?
He's taken patronage. He's taken jobs from me. We used to be quite close once.
Oh?
Sense motive.
Was this before or after he turned out to be a complete jerkass?
He was always a complete jerkass.
Oh.
Sense motive, you're trying to get a gauge of what exactly?
She said they were very close.
Okay, you think the implication here you think is that they were dating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, just making sure.
Ursa could have rolled a 2, and I think she knows that.
Yeah, you definitely think they were dating.
Wait, sorry, who were dating?
You think you get the idea. She hasn't said that, but you certainly get the implication that that's what she means.
How long has it been since you've even seen him?
Well, I see him practically every day. He works at the damn Bastille.
That has to be uncomfortable.
Okay. Let's put it this way. When was the last time you had more than two words spoken to him through clenched teeth?
I'd say maybe 2 weeks.
There's a lot less time than I was expecting.
Krisha shoots a quick look at Dirk. Nothing. Okay, never mind. Krisha mentally notes: work on hint next time.
I don't think looks can perforate people's lungs.
Honestly, I'm not one. Do not misunderstand. I'm not trying to make a man suspicious without my reasons. I do think there has been fishy things with Ernwolf. I've seen him sneak into the sewers at times.
Interesting.
And if anyone was going to meet for some illegal activities, the safest place would be away from guards' eyes. And no guard wants to go down there.
You must have very good laundry.
I'm really tempted to have Dirk say in character, oh, fuck, not a sewer level.
There's always a sewer level. There, you just need to deal with it.
In my opinion, either go and investigate, go to him and see what information you can get, or you could find someone who perhaps works by the sewers, and they might be able to confirm what I've told you.
All right.
Hang on, is there any... I think we should just go straight for him.
I agree, let's go straight for him.
Let's,
not to kill him yet.
Lori says, wow, how daring.
Do we have any other, does anyone else have any other questions here first?
Hang on, I'm looking
while you guys are
Have you seen that old lady's cat?
Did you say while we were twerking?
No, I said while you were talking. I'm sorry. While you guys are talking, Lord Melodia is looking at Dirk, and he's rolling to see if he recognizes him.
Yeah, I knew this was a bad idea.
This is why we should have gotten over
I knew it was an awesome idea.
Went to find that human to kill.
He slowly nods his head and just quietly, he looks at you and he says, "You're Garrett's boy, right?" And you obviously remember Garrett is the name of your father.
Worrying if you
and you're like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never heard of a guy by that name.
Well, no, I just don't say anything.
Okay. Lori just says, "Yep."
Yeah, Yeah, I figured.
And Lord Melodia just kind of smiles and he says, "Yeah, you've grown up to be quite a strong-looking young man. I'm sure you'd be proud right now if you, didn't do what you did."
Rishkotos is just bursting to be like really proudly, yes, he killed his first thing today.
You're running the risk of going out. You're running the risk of going out of character there, Kara.
I didn't say I said it. I just said she was really bursting.
Wow,
to say it.
wow, Rich Kadish is so proud of you.
Adrian kind of looks impatiently back at her painting. Is there anything else I can help you with? As much as I enjoy multitasking like this, my paintings will be
Can we
far better.
please ask them if they've seen the cat?
Full attention.
What cat?
The cat that's missing that's like worth like 100 gold.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
If
the
you
cat.
want to go ahead, Carisho has no further questions. And
Okay. Rich Kadish, are you asking about the cat?
Have you seen some stupid cat?
The three of them look amongst each other. Lori's like, "I had a cat when I was 15. Adrian tries to look through her mind for a moment to see if she remembers seeing anything. She does not. Adrian just kind of shrugs and is like, "No." And Lord Melodia is like, "I've been feeling under the weather, actually, these last couple of days, so I haven't been outside."
I'm mentally putting him on my suspicious list.
Yeah, I'm doing the
Are
same
you
thing.
cursed?
He coughs almost immediately upon saying that.
Of course he does. Sense motive.
Okay.
Oh yeah, now you do the sense motive, not when I shoot you a meaningful look.
My sense motive
shot
is
him. We should be
shit.
sensing your
You
motive.
do it yourself.
You know my sense motive? Wait, oh, you don't have any ranks of it?
Okay.
No, I don't.
Oh, I thought you did.
You think he's being pretty legit when he's saying he hasn't been feeling well. He doesn't look well.
Well, I hope she doesn't incorporate it into the painting.
The painting is actually looking a bit more cleaned up than his face.
As is the way.
Yep. Hello.
He's like, "Is anything else we can help you with? Do you guys, or do you want?"
Well, Carisho's
You're welcome to stay for dinner.
Dirk should totally stay for dinner. We should all encourage Dirk to stay for dinner.
We should all stay for dinner. Free food.
Yeah,
Well,
screw investigation.
If you're going to have Rish Kadish for dinner, I'd suggest you order extra portions.
Lord
Possibly some
Melodia.
dry
Especially if we
leather.
do a large person right before dinner.
Lord Melodia looks at Lori and he's like, "Please, honey, they should investigate their crimes. They have far more important things to do than eat roast with us."
Another time, perhaps.
Thank
"I'll
you for
hold
the
you
offer.
to that," she says. Especially you, Dirk.
Aww.
Carisho will do the mock, but not moi.
Ursa whacks Carisha on the shoulder. Gently.
You have a fun group of friends, Dirk.
Thank you. I think.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Calm
Thank
down.
you
You
for
wouldn't
your
go.
help
You wouldn't
and your
have as much,
hospitality.
nearly as much fun in bars without me. Come on.
If we find anything else out, I'll come find you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So, okay. Once
right, we
once
take our
we're
leave.
out of the once we're out of the back at the lobby of this inn or hotel or whatever. This early Vegas area. I don't know. I'll say to the others. It might be better. It might be better to search the sewer first. If this guy really is, if this guy really is who we're looking for, we don't want to necessarily confront him immediately.
Yeah, sewers. I guess this means I'm getting out the dancing lights again.
We don't have to go in. We just want to talk to a sewer, to a worker from them.
Well, we're more likely to find one of them down there.
Okay.
Unless any of you have particularly strong
Actually,
knowledge about where a sewer worker would
so
be
you know
right now.
something that just occurred to me about going down to the sewers? That might be how the crabs are getting in.
Oh.
You mean we get to fight more of the things? Awesome!
I'm not sure that's specifically awesome. It's going to be incredibly rank down there.
I hate sewers.
Everybody hates sewers.
Oh, grow up, human.
It's always the second level.
What, like you've never been in a dirty underground place before? Snobs.
Wow.
Shots fired.
For once, actually, Krisha has no comeback to that.
Yeah, you got burned. There's no getting around that. You take a D4 burn damage.
Rishkadesh, do you generally hang out in sewers?
Rishkadesh glares at Ursa.
No.
Ursa smiles mildly.
Really pointedly.
Ursa's smiling as if she has no idea that she's being glared at.
Again, why don't we first go to where the city workers gather, and we'll see. It'd be nice if we could talk to someone before going down, because among other things, it wouldn't be make us feel ridiculous if it turns out they say, "Oh, we've seen someone, but it's not that person."
Okay.
That's true.
So
We can probably still find them by the smell.
I mean, so let's ask around first, and once we get our answer, then we can decide whether or not we're going to go through.
Okay.
Door.
Out of character this time, let's not split the party.
Yes, we're all going to go together.
Okay. I'm just gonna have you guys do general, either charisma or diplomacy rolls. There's no gather information in this, is there?
Gather information was folded into diplomacy.
Can I roll intimidation instead of that?
No.
Can we roll now?
Oh, less likely to give you information.
I mean, you can try, but you're gonna need to roll. You can roll higher. If you roll higher on the intimidate, you might get the same information. It's going to be a harder skill check.
Because I've got an automatic +9 on Intimidate. I have a -1 on Charisma.
That's the thing, look, if you use Intimidate on anybody, you're going to have a really bad knock-on effect on the rest of the area, and it's not really wise to do with people we've got to hang around.
Considering all the naval officers she's intimidated, they don't like her.
Hell yeah!
I'm just throwing that out there.
Woo!
Nice.
Haha!
Oh, Rick. What happened to you? Okay. You can try and roll your intimidate if you want. Oh.
So I rolled a 13, which is either 12 in Charisma or Diplomacy, or 22 in Intimidate.
Yeah, you can do it as Intimidate. It's
all right.
It's just a harder skill check to make.
Okay.
Okay, well, I mean, you actually, Ursa and Rich Kadish both managed to get some decent information. The other two just kind of sat there and did nothing.
No, I went out. I just was very bad at it.
Ursa, they tell you that,
That's because he's not a human. She's finally caught on.
Ursa, they tell you that someone brings up that they have seen, individuals go down into the sewers, late, or early in the morning, I should say.
I rolled a natural 20. I can get more information than that.
Yeah, I'm giving it to you. Unfortunately, because it was, fairly late or early in the morning, depending on how you look at it, late at night, early morning, they couldn't really make out who everyone was. It was pretty dark, but they recognized one of them as wearing a pretty extravagant-looking mask. They couldn't tell whether they were male or female, though.
Can we get a description of the mask if it was extravagant?
Yeah, it was.
A description of the mask.
Think of it kind of like a black party mask, but with this kind of gold trim to it.
Oh, I have a mask
shining.
like that. I actually genuinely do have a mask like that.
the worker assumes that the only reason someone would wear it is if they didn't want to be recognized.
Pretty safe assumption, yeah, man.
The one that, meanwhile, the one that Rich Kiddish is intimidating brings up that that A, don't hurt me. B, he thinks that he's seen creatures come out of the sewers, but he has not been able to really. I mean, like, he tried to tell the Navy, but then there was a giant crab on the way, and he was like, you know what, it's not my problem. So,
Nice, giant crabs.
yeah, he says he has seen at least one creature come out of it. He says it wasn't a crab, though. It was a lizard creature.
Giant lizards, awesome.
I mean, he wasn't giant. It was like dog, maybe smaller than a dog.
Out of character. Man, those alligator stories are true in this world.
Oh yeah, Ursa, you get one more bit of information. Someone says they saw a cat go down there.
Oh, Kitty!
That might be the kitty we're looking for.
Probably
Or,
is.
you know.
Everything is connected.
Or it could be a giant
Just a
evil
moment,
cat that we
guys.
get to fight and kill.
A giant
both.
werecat.
Yes.
She didn't specify what kind of cat it was.
Oh dear.
It's actually an owl bear.
Oh, god damn it.
Alright, so that's the information you guys get. The guy has seen, it's been more than one person. It's been like a group of people.
So here's the question. Do we want to try, okay, the way I see it, we have a few options. One, we could still talk to Ernwolf.
Sorry, could you guys repeat the last couple of sentences there? Sorry, I missed all of that.
Oh,
After the cat thing, the only thing I said was that he's seen multiple people go into the sewers,
Okay.
not just one.
mm-hmm. And I was just saying that we have a few options before us. One, we could talk to Ernwolf. Two, we could try going down to the sewers now. Three, we could try wait till nightfall and see if we could get more information on Fanny. That's as far as I can see it. Those are our best options. What do you guys want to do?
Let's get the sewer over and done with.
Fight things underground.
I don't think it matters whether that was in character or out of character.
Oh, I think it's in then.
Oh, look, the human's afraid of getting dirty.
You're more human than I am!
She wasn't saying that to Carisha, so now she's just kind of confused.
Carisha has looked distinctly distasteful of the sewers the whole time.
Okay, no, because Ursa was like, let's get it over with, so she was making fun of Ursa. Also, because she's
okay.
mad at Ursa right now.
Okay, Carisha thought I was straight towards him.
Ursa's been mad at her going on 3 weeks now. I think Ursa's been extremely patient to have gotten this far.
So sewer level?
Yep, sewer level.
Okay.
Sewer level.
You know, if
Bloody
nothing
sewer
else,
level.
doing this in daylight's probably going to be to our benefit.
I don't think it's bad as underground.
As you guys agree to this, the worker says that he'll give you a map to help you guys navigate it.
Excellent.
That's nice.
Maps are for wimps.
Also for people who don't want to get lost, we'll take the map, thank you.
There's your map, but I want to shrink this because it's kind of big.
Whoa, that's huge.
Yeah.
It's a very big map.
Yeah. What's that about and what maps are for?
There.
Wow.
Okay. He notes as he's giving it to you that that's war.
Why are there so many wide open chambers in this sewer?
Well, he just kind of says you'll see when you get down there.
What are these grayed out areas?
Yeah, I was just about to tell you. He tells you that these grayed out areas are below the upper areas. This is it's pretty much like an underground aqueduct. It was engineers from Lorelei designed it, and it's pretty state of the art, and it's also gigantic. So I recommend if you're going in not to go much further than the second floor, the grayed out bits are pretty much any wall that's facing these grayed out bits are only waist high, and you can kind of see down there. And those areas, the reason for this is because those areas have a lot of mechanical objects in them, and they want to be able to check them to make sure they're working without needing to climb all the way down every single time.
What a clever structure.
He also says that thanks to the way some of this works, since there's constantly water flowing through it, there are ways to operate water flow down there in certain rooms. If you don't, the room will have at least 5 feet of water in it, which can make it kind of annoying to traverse.
Would anybody like me to prestidigitate their nostrils with something nice smelling before we go down?
I don't know if you'd offer, but I can.
Rishkadish mutters something that you should probably be happy is inaudible.
Rishkadish, you can do you can, or anybody who has knowledge, engineering could.
I have a 5 in engineering and engineering.
Okay, so engineering would get you what he's talking about.
Actually, technically speaking, because bards are allowed to make untrained knowledge checks, I could do this too.
Okay.
Bardic knowledge, love it.
Handy.
Oh, never mind.
Is that with your own bonus or without it?
Even with an 11, you get the feeling that it's operated by sluice gates, they call them, right. Which you lift and close with. Usually there's a lever or some kind of wheel you can turn somewhere in this place, and you imagine on the map it's the room with the 2 little red squares that say L and R.
Makes sense.
So you'd think that the L1 probably operates gates that are on the left side, and the right one operates gates on the right side.
Rishkadish mutters something about this to Dirk.
Something about
She's
what?
not really sure if she trusts the other ones with the information.
Okay, with that he says good luck, and he gets back to doing whatever he's doing. Moving a wheelbarrow of crap? I don't know.
Wheelbarrow of crap. Interesting mental image. So I guess we're going down there now.
When you guys enter, you're entering from where the circle is. Let me pick a better color for that so you can see it.
Oh,
you mean you want a color better for the sewers than piss yellow?
I like yellow.
So you're up there by those steps when you come down.
Okay.
The blue-tinted masonry walls are the first thing to enter your vision as you take your first steps in the Nona waterway. Flagstone floor looks expertly made. Directly in front of you is an open wall, it's about waist high, and they're about 20 feet down. You can see like a large system of like pulleys and gears and this like a breakfast machine to get water to run through it. Definitely looks dwarven in engineering. Ursa, you're actually reminded of sewer systems from cities you visited in Lorelei.
Did Ursa ever check out the sewer systems in Lorelei?
On a couple of occasions, yes. You did have to hide in some interesting places on occasion.
Whether she actually went in them or not, she was probably familiar with them.
She went in them.
There's an archway.
She had to hide on occasion.
There's an archway further ahead from where the party is facing. It'd be the left. From where we're looking at the map, it would be the right.
Are there any sort of markings anywhere, like whether it be something as simple as a maker's mark or something a bit more specific anywhere?
No, it doesn't look like in this room there's anything like that. You could do a perception, though, to see if there's anything of interest. This looks like just kind of an entranceway, though.
Okay.
I'll roll for perception.
Oh my god, I finally rolled above a 10.
Yay!
Sorry, what are we rolling again?
Let me get some music.
Wait, are we all rolling perception?
I think we're all welcome to.
Yeah, you're definitely all welcome to. That's
Hooray, my
amusing.
dice found the big numbers again.
Wow. Okay,
Oh god, the one time you roll big numbers and Jack manages to outdo you.
yeah. Okay, let me see what I
There,
wrote
Rick.
here.
Well, you know what? Look, I can take solace in the fact that I did get a 23, so it's not like I did
You
bad.
You
Okay,
things are moving up.
Just
So
remember, every high you roll now is getting it out of the way for when you're in battle.
so you guys are kind of walking through this area, doing your perception, and as you get closer to the archway, you notice that in the corner there is what looks to be dried blood, just like
Oh my.
splattered onto the floor.
Okay, wait, okay.
Is it
And there's
human
also-
blood?
You
How can you
can't
tell?
Are
You can do a heal
phlebotomist?
check. You can do a heal check if you wanted to try and figure out whose blood it is.
Really not worth it.
Also, with that 25, Dirk notices kind of spots in the floor that look like they've been kind of cracked under the pressure of larger creatures, like for example, a giant
Ooh,
crab.
well done. Power rolled high.
Guys, I think those crabs have been down
okay.
here.
Rishkadish, you identify the blood, actually, surprisingly, as pure elven.
Alright. She doesn't
So you're
really
like,
care.
Did
She's
you
not
tell
like,
the-
oh, a human, ew. She's not like, oh no, or she's just like, okay, whatever.
Does she
tell
inform us?
everyone?
Like, if people were interested, she doesn't know if anyone cared that she was trying to tell what kind of blood it is. If people
Well,
were
there's a
interested, she'd be
spot
like, yeah,
of
whatever.
blood on the
just
floor
ditto.
and you're looking at it, so yes, we're interested.
I kind of like the idea that she
Rishka
goes
just
up.
kind of sniffs carefully for a little bit, and she's like, dead elf.
I like the idea that she CSI'd this just now, and then when everyone's like standing over her shoulder waiting for an answer, and she just goes meh, and like gets up and walks away.
And then Ursa just turns to everyone else and goes, it wasn't orc.
You can definitely rule out orc. Okay, so beyond that,
Possibly
though,
rule out human as well, she'd be smiling.
the only thing beyond that is the archway going into the next room.
Okay.
Perception check before we walk through the archway.
Okie doke.
Wise move.
Oh my god, that was the first wise thing Rishkadish has ever done in a dungeon.
This is the first time
Oh.
Rishkadish has been in a dungeon.
Guess what? Ursa rolls a 1.
Well, I mean, not as good as the last one, but hey, you know.
Okay. And most of you, I mean, even Carisho is mostly just hearing the loud movement of the water just rushing through these gates and being like funneled into specific areas in the dungeon. So you can't exactly make out anything in the next room, noise-wise. But you can see in the next room, as the map indicates, there's about 6 pillars, 2 of which are marked on the map. Again, there are waist-high walls towards the grayer sections of map, so you can see those rooms down there. Everything seems to be operating normally. And yeah, in the center of the room, there are these 6 pillars if you want to examine them.
We want to examine them.
Just a second, my
Let's go in. Let's go inside.
Okay. So you walk up to them, and like you expected, there seems to be a wheel, like a metal wheel, a part of this pillar and the pillar next to it. And with Rishkadish's engineering check, she's pretty confident that if you were to operate these, turning them would affect which gates are open and which gates are closed. You can try and do a dungeon an engineering check to see which one is what they're currently at, like whether one's
Okay.
open or not.
I'll roll for that.
Sure. Just what you need.
Pretty good.
The right gate is currently open, and the left gate looks like it's closed. You're not sure what effect that's going to have. The map is kind of drawn as if every gate were open.
So I guess we open all of the gates.
No. It might be actually more sensible if we close all the gates. Then we're more likely to have the water not restricting us.
Rich Kaddish, with your 15, you know that closing a gate will probably funnel the water into other rooms. So, like, if you were to check other rooms in this dungeon right now without touching anything, if water was flowing through them and then you shut the gate, a room near it would probably fill with water to compensate.
We should explore every empty place before we start messing with the wheels.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking as somebody who's worked underground before, if you turn it and fill up someplace else with water, you get water rushing through the whole place. We'll miss out on anything we might have learned.
This is true.
All right.
Damn, Rich Kaddish being real smart this time.
Rich Kaddish is smart when she's underground.
She's got 5 points in engineering.
She's in her element. Okay, so you have 2 ways you can leave the room. You can leave to the right or down, south or east.
Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, okay. I would say, based on the map, I'd say let's go east first because because there's less to explore.
Okay. Does everyone agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So let me try and make the map a little bit bigger. Just so that the circle isn't in multiple squares. There we go. So when you enter this room, there is, let me look at my description for it. Hold on. Okay, you enter a room roughly 15 feet by 25 feet, with rushing water immediately to your left. There seems to be 2 sections of water running through, and if you look closely, you can see that, like when you're looking at it, it's not rushing at your feet. It's more like there is a 3 feet dip in the floor where the water is funneled through. So you could jump over it if you wanted to cross it, or you would need to find either a way to turn the water off or get something to make a bridge, basically.
Well, on the other hand, there's that door to the south, which should get around it.
Yeah, you do see a door to the right that can go around it.
Is it open?
It is closed.
Yeah.
Look, opening a door is not that difficult. I can even do it magically if you'd like.
It is kind of a stone door. It doesn't have a doorknob, so you have a feeling you'd probably have to lift it.
Oh.
Hey, Kara. Or, hey, Rich Kaddish.
Yes? Yes?
We need you to lift something.
Awesome, where?
That door over there.
Okay. Do I need to do a strength roll on that?
Yeah, do a perception first as you get up next to it. Okay, this is not good. Do your strength check to open the door. Alright, as you're struggling to open the door, water is seeping out from the little bit you're able to lift up.
Oh.
Yeah, I knew it. This is the door puzzle. This is the wheel puzzle.
Okay.
Wait, so water's coming up under the stone when I'm trying to lift it up?
Yeah,
right. There's a bunch of water behind it.
If you had succeeded in lifting that door, you probably would have been blasted by water and.
So I stopped trying to lift the door, and I kind of give Dirk a baleful look, and I'm like, "That was a stupid idea."
Yeah, you had a chance there to just get like blasted into the water that's being funneled, and that's a bad idea because the water being funneled is dropping a good 20 or 30 feet into the lower levels. So
Okay.
So I guess we could try jumping across. How long are each of the?
it's a 5-foot jump, so you're gonna need to do an acrobatics
alternately,
check.
we could go back and try to experiment with the valves to see if we can get the water to get out of the room.
That's true. Or was this the only open door besides the one we came through?
The south door was open.
Yeah, so we
Let's
should
go
try.
explore that south area before we do anything here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you enter this room. Let me jump to it. I have this crap all written out.
Thank you, O kind and wise GM.
Okay. Room before you is 35 feet by 15, if I did my measurements right.
And I did.
In the center of the room seems to be a large stone slab. Something's chiseled in it in Dwarven.
Does anybody speak Dwarven?
I do not.
I think I do.
On the left side of the north wall, there's a path leading upward, and on the south wall, there's an archway on the leftmost side and the rightmost side.
Can we do perception checks for more detail?
Sure.
I should speak Dwarven.
You do?
Oh, hey, found it.
Bam!
What did everyone else get perception-wise?
I got a 3.
I got a rock.
I mean, that's like I rolled a 2, but with a +1 bonus, it's 3.
I rolled a 1.
I beat you.
God damn.
So you got a better bonus, so you beat me.
Carisho, you see another stain of blood, and it's leading up into that north room, that north left room.
Okay, guys.
The one you didn't come out of.
Right.
Okay. Carisho first points to blood stain and says, "Guys, another blood stain," and then he follows it towards that. His finger starts tracing where it's going towards.
Okay, it looks like there might have been a door over there, but it's been either dismantled or removed.
Adele, is it probably the same person's blood, or is it worth doing a heal check on it to see?
You're pretty sure it's the same guy's blood. You don't need to do a heal check. So Dirk, do you speak Dwarven?
Yeah.
Okay. You can go up and read it.
I do that.
It's a message by Umar Salvan, and it reads, "My greatest engineering achievement, and it amounts to a glorified chamber pot." Signed Umar Salvan, 1054.
Okay, I read that out loud.
And
what year is it?
1054, which is 30 years ago.
Okay, so it's 1084 now.
So I guess he was just talking about the sewer system.
Yeah, it's literally, you imagine it was kind of like, some engineers will leave little notes about like when they finish a project, they'll have a brick with their name signed on it or something. Like, this is his brick, and he's pretty much lamenting the fact that it's a giant toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ursa, you could do a knowledge on history on Umar, since you lived in Lorelei.
Can I? Okay, right.
Okay. You've heard about him. He's a dwarf that lived in Lorelei, respected for some engineering achievements. Surprisingly not done with magic, since as you know, Lorelei is pretty much the last place you'll see a mage. Yeah. Okay, so you see a stain of blood, doors, what are you doing?
Did you say that the door that the
I
blood
really don't know.
What?
I would say we should go through the doors.
Are any of the other doors closed?
No, the other two on the south side are both open.
Yeah, they're archways, not doors. I think maybe following the blood trail might be our best bet if we wanted to.
I mean,
Blood
what
trail.
if he or she is still
Finding
alive?
something.
Okay. So you guys enter this room. Despite what the map shows, there's currently no water in the room. There are, once again, about 3 feet dips to funnel the water. But the gates are closed, so there's no water running through it right now. And there is a door directly forward. And once again, to your right, you can kind of see the mechanical objects that are operating this thing.
Can we do perception checks in the room?
Sure.
Sure, why not?
Ugh. All my good rolls for the night seem to have gone.
Natural 20 roll 19. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Okay. You see, anyone who rolled above like a 5 sees that the room still has some water in it. Like as if it was the sluice gate was recently closed. And it looks like Rich Kadish, with your 20, you can see that there was perhaps another stain of blood here, but most of it has been washed away. And you can also hear running water in the room ahead.
Of course, running water. We're in the sewer. Sooner or later, we'll be going to run back into the water.
And the door ahead is shut, like the one you tried lifting earlier.
What?
Can I do a perception check on the door to see if it's worth trying to open it?
Okay.
Can I do a perception check on the door as well?
Yeah, you both put your ears up to it. Okay. Let me see what Carisha got. All right. You both can kind of tell that, judging by the sound of it, it's probably only at your feet. It wouldn't like gush out.
So I'm gonna try to open the door.
Okay.
Anybody objects? Strength check.
No
yes?
objection.
Should be safe.
It's not budging. You can try again.
Carisha would not be a help.
If you try again, -2 from the roll.
Should I try to do it one more time?
Hold on. Do you think maybe there's a mechanism to open these doors somewhere around here? I mean,
We have axes we can bash them with.
let's look for a switch first. I'm gonna see if there's some sort of switch or stone to press or whatnot to see if I can that will open up this door.
Looking on the map, you can see that there's at least one more area marked with a symbol, similar to the sluice gate ones. It's marked red. You think your best bet might be over there.
Maybe backtracking to see what happens if we manipulate that switch.
Is it worth doing an engineering check on the door to figure out how it might open?
Well, that would be worth it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll for that.
Okay.
Can I just note, Ursa's secretly very impressed by Rish Kadish's lack of threatening to hit things for the last couple of hours.
She's
very impressed.
Yeah.
We got her in another proper
she should
dungeon.
be.
Rishkadish, with your roll, you're pretty confident that there is a lever of some kind in this dungeon that will operate the closed doors. And you think that there might be an if you're examine the door carefully, you think that doors like this usually have some sort of emergency means of opening them on them in case like you absolutely have to get the thing open.
Perception check on the door to find that emergency open thing.
Okay.
In case of emergency, break glass.
Even with a 10, you feel around, and on like the very bottom of it, there's kind of this hook. Not like a hook, but like a thing you can grab onto to give yourself support in lifting it up, and it's gonna make the check way easier. So just give me another strength check.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay, yeah, you lift it no problem now. The wall goes up. You hear a clicking of some kind, and with your engineering, you know that the door will stay open for maybe like 5 minutes before it comes down.
Don't spend too much time in that room over there, except for you, human. I point to Ursa.
Wow.
So wait so she turns the other way and sticks her tongue out.
Okay.
So perception check on the table we just opened up.
That's all. She's really not in the mood for anything.
You don't need to roll the perception. It's fine. When you look inside, there's immediately running water at your feet. It looks to be about 5 feet deep, and it's immediately funneling out into that gray area to the north. So you think that it's moving at a speed where it would be a little difficult to wade through, and especially if you're short. You know, most people 5 feet's gonna be up to your neck.
Rishu and I do.
Not for each coders, though.
But you think if you were careful enough, you could probably make it to those steps nearby. And those steps go up another, 6 or 7 feet. Also, with the steps, the bottom step has, a grate that's pouring the water through it. Like, the bottom step is composed of, a 5-foot-long grate.
I kind of want to explore these steps more, but I also don't want to get locked in here.
Well, here's the thing. To take a quick look, could you just as easily open it from the other side?
There is a means of opening it, but currently with the water, it would be at the bottom of it. She'd have to swim under the 5 feet of water to get to the emergency.
You know what? What might be a safer option is we go back, see if we can figure out the exact way to empty out this room, and then explore further. That sound reasonable?
Sounds reasonable.
Sounds a lot more reasonable
Fair
than
enough.
jumping in there.
Also, we haven't explored those further south chambers yet, and we should.
True.
Before we pull any levers. So, let's go back into the room before the door closes.
Okay.
Boop-a-doop-boop-boop-boop-boop.
I like this not drowning plan.
Yeah, give me some perception checks.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Jack, I think I still rolled high. You're still...
Yes, that is exactly what happened.
Yes. Because I rolled a 4.
I
Okay,
rolled a 2.
Every,
I can't see a damn thing in this dungeon.
Dirk, pick a number between 1 and 4.
3.
Okay.
I got a 13.
Rich Kadish, pick a number between 1 and 4 that isn't 3.
4.
Okay. Same, Rick.
So I have to pick 1 or 2?
Yeah.
1.
Okay. Scarab, you're 2. Okay, Carisho, you fail to notice as a lizard-like creature falls on top of your head.
Ah.
Oh, I got a 20!
Yeah, this thing's sneak is insane. I'm not even kidding. It had a 38 on the sneak.
Oh my god, like, Jesus Christ, the absolute best I could get is a 27.
No, you were on, I gave you that perception in, as a charity. There was no way you were going to see this thing.
Just a sec, I'll be back.
Anyway, a shocker lizard lands on top of your head,
Ooh.
and it's going to it's going to shock you.
Oh dear God, I've been
Did
violated
we roll
by a
initiative
lizard.
to fight it?
So let me see. Is that just a touch?
Okay, well the thing is, it's the surprise
Oh, okay.
round.
You do a reflex save. You get a reflex save.
Oh, well, thank God for that, because I actually have a good reflex save.
Yeah, you'll have it if you pass.
Well, there's a good time for a natural 20. It's when you're doing a save.
All right, great. So you're gonna manage to push it off before it does this completely.
Okay.
Let me see how much it does. Okay.
Fighting goddamn ninja lizards.
Dude, its stealth is 17 before I roll.
Oh my God.
And this is a CR2.
You got end for the night? Oh.
It's okay, because we're probably not going to do combat here.
Darn.
No, I wouldn't.
Green?
Hang on. Have a good night,
Drowning.
everybody. Scarab would like us to turn off the stream a little early. If anything interesting happens, I'll go ahead and tell you in the thread. Have a good night.